Yes, even general practitioners. I bet you didn't know that. Now you know. You're welcome. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, I know it's the first time I'm showing my face on this channel, but what I'm going to talk about today warrants that I show my face because it just has to be interactive. So something came up today and someone was asking me for advice. She wants to go to medical school abroad and she wanted to know what are the things that I wish I knew before going to medical school abroad. Number one, study medicine where you want to practice it. I'll repeat it again. Study medicine where you want to practice it. You see, medicine is a highly regulated course. It's not something that you can just study in one place, finish up today, pack up your bags, and boom, you're in the country of your dreams working. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to go through a process of obtaining a license in whichever country that you find yourself. In some countries, it's really direct. For example, Nigeria, where I'm from, it's really direct. Just come home, take the exams. Once you pass, the exam is there's the long answered questions, the MCQs, the SAQs, that's the short answer questions, and the OSCE. Once you pass through all those stages, you have your provisional registration, and once you go through 1 year of internship, you have your full license. If you had undergone internship in the country where you trained, you don't even have to repeat the internship. You just have to prove that you have done it. It's easy, right? Take a look at UK. You have to write PLAB 1, then you write PLAB 2, and then easy, boom, you're in the GMC register. It doesn't work that way in all countries. If you want to go to Canada, for example, just passing the exams is not enough. You still have to there's something called matching that you still have to go through. You have to match into residency because everyone in Canada has to be a specialist. Yes, even general practitioners. I bet you didn't know that. Now you know. You're welcome. The next point is you really have to think about it. First of all, what is the reason that I want to be a doctor? Why do I want to be a doctor? Is it for money reasons? Or is it my love for humanity? If it's for money reasons, girl, get out. Just get another course. There are many other courses that you have to spend as long in school and you would earn your good money, your good cash. But if you want to go into medicine, you have to realize that it's a life that you're going to commit into learning. You learn forever. Wait, you didn't know that? Did you really think after 3 to 4 years of medical school, that's it? Girl, no, you can't be done after 3 to 4 years. Once you're done with medical school, there's still a whole life ahead of you. It's called residency, and you have to study. It's a life of studying, it's a life of exams. I think the studying only reduces a little bit when you become a consultant. I mean, you still have to keep up with the latest practices. You want your patients to have the best outcome, right? So you still have to keep studying, but at least the exams stop once you become a consultant. Except you want some more certifications, and trust me, you will. Many people will anyway. Then we have to talk about the hours. You want to be a doctor and you think you're gonna get to work 8 to 5? No, darling, I'm so sorry to break your heart, but no. There will be times you miss out on family vacations. There will be times you miss out on your child going to a soccer game or whatever. There will be times you'll be on call. We call it being on call. That means spending more than 24 hours at the hospital, or at least spending overnight at the hospital. It varies from countries to country. In Nigeria, for example, you get to be there for the normal 8 to 5 or 8 to 4 as your center practices. And then when others go home, you don't get to go home. You stay over in the hospital. You attend to all emergency patients. And then at 8 a.m. the next day, you still don't get to go home. No, where are you going? You still have to wait till about 12 noon. Or in some centers, you can't even leave until 4 p.m. I'm sorry. It's more than 24 hours. I know. We tell people to sleep for 8 hours a day, but we don't practice what we preach. Sorry, that's the life. back to studying abroad. So if you're studying abroad, it's really important that you study medicine where you want to practice. This will save you a lot of headache, because once you finish from the medical school, you can immediately get into practice. Matching into residency in America or Canada will be much easier if you studied there compared to someone that has to come from outside. I'll give you an example. If you relocate to Canada, for example, you have written your exams, you have passed, and you are trying to match. Except if you are from a really affluent background, you will have to get a job. I mean, you have to pay your rent, you have to buy your food, you have to survive. How will you survive if you're not working? So you have to get a job. And you can't work as a doctor yet because you haven't gotten a center to accept you for residency. So you find yourselves doing other jobs, and quite frankly, you might get stuck in those other jobs, because if you do not get a place for residency, you have to wait again till the next matching period, and that's already what you're already spending 1 year on another job. For some people, they discover that they are earning almost as much as they will earn if they eventually match into residency. And for some other people, they just get content with their jobs. And if you do not have that great zeal to pursue your career, that will be the end of it. It happens quite a lot, way more than is reported. But on the bright side, if you studied there, you just get into your residency and you continue your life, and cha-ching, your money will come into your account. Yes, I love money. Who doesn't? So yeah, that's really important. And another reason why it's important to study where you would like to practice is nobody really likes a life of just exams without necessarily changing levels. And that's what's going to happen if you don't study where you want to practice. You will eventually have to... I'll give you myself as an example. I studied in Ukraine, in Kharkov, and then I relocated to Nigeria. So I spent almost a year having to prepare for my exams, and writing the exams, and then waiting for the license to arrive, because it took a while. I got to Nigeria in August. I wrote my exams in November. The results were out in November, but I had to wait until February the next year before I got inducted. Now, after getting inducted, I still had to wait for another 3 months or 4 months, and trust me, I was one of the earliest to get a place for housemanship, so it takes longer than that. But just to give you an idea of what I went through, I still had to wait for 3 to 4 months to get a place for housemanship or house job or internship. And when I eventually got a place, I spent another 1 year doing my housemanship, and then I was only eligible for full registration after after more than 18 months of being in Nigeria. So you see, in those 18 months, I didn't necessarily change level. I was still a medical officer. So there was no change in level. This is not that, okay, I spent those 18 months advancing in my career. No. If I had remained where I studied, and if I continued into residency, I probably would have made some progress in 18 months. I hope I've been able to help with this. I know I only really talked about studying where you want to practice, but that's about the most important thing. That's it. If you can get that done, you're good to go. So let me know in the comment section if there's any other thing you want me to talk about, or if you want to know how to study abroad. I might be able to tell you about some countries. I studied in Ukraine. I'm presently living in Estonia. I've been to about 10 countries around Europe, and I might be able to give you 1 or 2 advices, or probably just a general advice as regards visas, applications, and things like that. Please remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can always know when I post a video. Thank you for watching. Bye.